ठीक है मेरे फ्रेंड। जी हसन,
जी मैम,
Hassan, I cannot hear anyone.
Yes, ma'am. Please start your lecture. Everything
जी.
is okay now.
Okay, can you share with me your idea about what is curriculum in informal words? Any one of you?
Ma'am Robina, you are not audible. Your camera is also off. Participants, there is some technical issues with our respected guest speaker. So please be patient. Wait for her to rejoin. Thank you.
जी, participants. जी, welcome back. Okay, I can see some of the participants have given a written input about their idea about what curriculum is. Okay, let me share a formal definition of curriculum. The term curriculum has been derived from a Latin word, currere, which means a race course or a runway on which one runs to reach a goal. Accordingly, a curriculum is the instructional and educative program by following which the pupils achieve their goals, ideals, and aspirations of life. So, the key word here is that curriculum is actually a race course. The race course is a place where usually we put horses in. They run and they run to reach their target to achieve a formal position. So, with respect to that, we can connect that if we are talking about the curriculum in education department, it is the platform, it is the media that we can use that can serve as a race course, which we use in order to achieve a certain professional goal. It can be a text, a hard copy of a book, or any syllabus that we give to our students to go through that, to understand that, and to conceptualize that in order to get a certain degree of knowledge and certificate and degree. So this is the formal definition of curriculum. Here in the slide that you can see, a curriculum is activities that are part of the academic program. Curriculum is actually those activities that we share with our students, that we do with our students in order to teach them a certain syllabus, a certain text. For example, lectures, activities that we do in the labs, examination system, assignments and projects. With reference to curriculum, these are the activities that we undertake in order to uh, to conduct a curricular program. Next comes the objective. The objective of these curricular activities is academic development and subject mastery. You have to master the subject that you are studying in the curriculum, whatever curriculum you have opted for, and of course the academic development of the students. Okay, now if we move forward, we need to understand that what are curricular activities. In order to teach curriculum to the students, what are the activities that we usually undertake in order to make the students understand the curriculum? Voice is once again lost. No. Okay. Curricular activities are the core academic courses and subjects, then structured around the curriculum and aimed at academic. All the activities that we plan as curricular activities must encompass all those three points that we have just mentioned, like core academic courses, whatever courses are selected and done for the students so that they can master all these textbooks and curriculum in order to appear in front of a certain examination. And we have to go through all those subjects. And then the curriculum should be structured. It should be structured in such a way that the curriculum must encompass all the important requisite points that are needed in order to master that subject, so that the students can master a certain degree, a certain level of professionalism. Let me make my point more clear here. I was a member of curriculum committee, and we devised curriculum back in 2000. And there we were given certain objectives and motives of how we devised the curriculum. And the objective of the curriculum used to be that if we are teaching a certain curriculum at intermediate level, we are expected that students should be well aware of the level of any curriculum of the particular subject up to the intermediate level. An intermediate student is expected to have a know-how about the particular subject that they are studying. That level that is expected at the intermediate level should be made well acknowledged to the students, should be made well taught to the students. So it means that it should be structured and aim at the academic development. And the curriculum should be aimed in such a way that it must give a development to the students. Like if a student is in the intermediate level, the development from the matriculation to the intermediate level will be through the curriculum. If a student is studying a curriculum at the graduation level, the development of the stages of the curriculum of that particular subject should be that the student is expected to have that much level of the knowledge in order to be a graduate. Next point is the importance of curricular activities. When we are teaching curriculum with the purpose that we have just seen in the previous slide, we know that the curriculum is being taught to the students in the classrooms or in the institutions with the purpose and the objectives such as we have just discussed in the previous slide. How we will proceed with these objectives, how the curriculum has to be taught. We need certain activities in order to teach a curriculum to the students, like the core learning, essential for academic development and subject expertise. Core learning is the classroom, the text that we teach in the classroom, and the books that we go through with our students in the classrooms. And the purpose is, the importance of this is to make the students understand the academic development and expert their subject. Second is the skill development. This is the importance of the curricular activity. Whatever activity, is it a lecture? Is it a lab work? Is it any other activity we are going through, the group activity, the pair activity? The purpose is that the curriculum should be taught so that the students can develop critical thinking, they can solve the problems, and they can analyze the different issues and the problems and how to solve those problems in order to develop their analytical skills. And the third importance of curricular activities is that accreditation and degree. Most importantly, all those activities that we undertake, that we use as a platform or as a tool in order to excuse me, in order to teach curriculum, the most important thing for this is that students can get a degree. It should give them a hard piece of paper. That piece of paper, that when they deliver it in the market, they must fetch them good amount of survival, good amount of earning. So, types of curricular activities, as we discussed in the previous slide also. The curricular activities can be undertaken in different ways, like it can be lectures and seminars that we usually do in our institutions, then the laboratory work, it can be in the science subjects, it can be in the fine arts subjects, like fine arts is a subject that needs a laboratory work, like special physical education is a subject that needs a laboratory work. And I would say there are so many subjects that need laboratories, but sometimes these laboratories are called projects and field trips. That comes on the third point. The field trips, we usually take different subjects to teach them in the field trips, like sociology, like psychology.
मैम आपकी वॉइस ड्रॉप हो रही है, पार्टिसिपेंट्स कह रहे हैं.
I don't know हमारे
इंटरनेट का इशू होगा, हमारा पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
हाँ, my computer person is listening to my lecture on his phone, and he's saying that you are audible. I don't know if there can be some problem on your side. What do you say? Okay, then the next point is the project and the assignments. Then the next point is the project and the assignments that we give to the students in order to prepare their curriculum. Those projects and assignments are related to the curriculum, the text that we are teaching them. And the examination system, then at the last but not the least, that we assess them, that how much curriculum they have memorized, they have comprehended, they have understood. And in order to assess them, we undertake an examination activity in order to see that our students have comprehended their curriculum. Okay, we are done with the curricular activities. And you people, all the participants, might have made some idea, might have made a mind mapping that this is the structure actually. This is the basic thing, the basic shape of what curricular activities are, and that is related to the curriculum. The second part of our lecture is regarding the co-curricular activities. Am I audible? Is regarding the co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities are most interesting activities. I must say that this is the most interesting part that I always enjoy. In order to uplift my institution, in order to take initiatives as a principal, co-curricular activities are such that look always amazing to me, which I really enjoy more as compared to the curricular activities. Now, can you share, participants, what comes to your mind when we talk about the co-curricular activities? No, no, it's all good. Anyone who can share what is a co-curricular activity or activities? उनके माइक अनम्यूट करेंगे जी 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 हसन, can you unmute their mics?
जी आसिफ साहब आपका माइक जो अलाउ कर दीजिएगा प्लीज अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा.
Yes, I can see it in the messages.
I'm Asif Rizvi from Rawalpindi.
Okay.
एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलम में मैम आपका स्पोर्ट्स आ जाती हैं, डिबेट्स वगैरह आ जाती हैं, ड्रामा वगैरह आ जाता है, ये सारी एक्टिविटीज एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर को करिकुलम में आ जाती हैं.
Okay, gentlemen, let me make it clear that co-curricular and extracurricular are two different things. We are talking here about the co-curricular activities, but extracurricular activities are a little more, and they're a little vast, and they're different in the very basic philosophy of their nature. So we're just talking about co-curricular activities here, and you are right. They are different activities that we undertake and that we understand by the name of co-curricular activities. Okay, let me discuss the co-curricular activities, and the little formal definition that I have placed here in the slide is that activities that complement the academic curriculum, but not a part of it. So by this we understand that the co-curricular activities are the activities that are core to the curricular. You can see the word co is attached. The word curricular is already there. We haven't changed the word. It means that the term says it all. It is the co. Co means helping partner. Co means something that strengthens, that gives energy and enthusiasm. So the co-curricular activities then by definition means all those activities that we undertake in our classrooms or in our institutions are those activities that help, that strengthen the curriculum that we teach to the students. These activities are related to the curriculum, and they make the students understand the practical part of that curriculum, the academic curriculum, but not a part of it. You see, you need to be very clear about it. They are not part of the curriculum. They are not there as a chapter. They are not there as reinforced points given in their textbook. But the textbook refers to such activities in the practical life. For example, sports clubs, volunteering, internship, and cultural events. And the objective is holistic development, including social, emotional, and physical growth. Okay, let me make the point more clear here, that all those activities that are not specifically mentioned in the syllabus, but in order to make the syllabus understand to the students, these activities are conducted. For example, in sports, we take the students to different competitions, to different activities, and all those activities are there in the physical education syllabus. In order to make them understand that how they can undertake these activities, these sports, we conduct these sports in the institutions. You can see here, participants, certain pictures on the slide. These pictures are all taken from my own institution, and I have purposefully taken these pictures, these slides. Reason being is that in order to mention examples from any other institution or from Harvard, from MIT, blah, blah, you would not be able to relate yourself. The pictures that are taken from my own institution will help you relate yourself or relate your institution to this slide. We were talking about the sports activities that we often conduct sports day in our college. Now, in curriculum, when we teach our students sports activities, we teach them how to be organized, how to be disciplined. Sports day is not by name mentioned in the text, yet we conduct sports day activity in order to make the students understand what is discipline and what is teamwork and what is organized activity, right? I hope this example would be very clear. You can see right at the top bottom, there is an activity of Milad. You can see the girl standing top, right top picture. This is the activity of Milad. Second, you can get, when you go down on the right, the bottom picture is again of the sports day. And as I just taught you how to conduct a teamwork, how to be disciplined, how to be organized. This is a picture of a sports day that was conducted in my college last year. So this is again an activity that is not specifically mentioned in the text, but in order to make the students understand the text, we conduct these activities. In the middle, bottom, there's a slide where we have undertaken another activity that is again about the volunteering effort and the cultural events. And then left bottom is a picture of how students are conducting the parade. Moving on to the next slide, understanding co-curricular activities. If we need to understand what co-curricular activities are, what type of co-curricular activities we can conduct, let's see these points. Number one, activities that complement the formal curriculum, not for credit, but enhance learning and aimed at personal growth. The purpose of the co-curricular activities is that they complement the formal curriculum. Whatever curriculum we are teaching to our students, they complement that curriculum. They strengthen the ideas, the points, and the philosophies that we teach them. The co-curricular activities make the students understand those ideas when they are conducted at the practical level, when they are conducted on ground. And of course, the second point is that these activities might not give them credit, a formal credit I would add on, but enhance learning. They enhance in making the concept clear to the students. They enhance in conceptualizing them about these theories and philosophies. And a formal credit, the word credit is here used in the term that they might not give them a formal credit in the sense that the students who are participating in different co-curricular activities might not get an extra 10 marks or 20 marks at the degree level. That marks might not be added in their degree, but in an informal way, they would credit the students, these co-curricular activities. How they would credit the students? When their concepts are clear, when they understand the meanings of those philosophies that they have read in their text, they would easily be able to reproduce them in their answers, in their concepts. So this would again add to their credit. The third point is that these co-curricular activities aim at personal growth. This is most importantly something that we look forward to. The co-curricular activities, they definitely give a boost to the personal growth of the students. You see, I usually give an example that take the example of 20 students in your classroom, divide them into groups. 10 students would be those who take part in different co-curricular activities. And 10 students are those who only come to class, go through their text, and appear in the examination. At the end of the session, you would see that the 10 participants who usually frequently take part in different activities have more a comprehensive personality. Their personality is more structured, they are more mature, they are more social as compared to the students who just come to class and do their classwork, who are only formal students. So how come the difference when they are both students of the same institution? The difference then comes is that when the students personally take part in different co-curricular activities, their interaction with the students, with their peers, with their teachers, with different staff members, they make their personality grow. They make their personality mature, and they learn how to be better citizens, how to have a peer work, how to interact with others. So this shows that it definitely aims, the co-curricular activities definitely aim at the personal growth of the students. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Importance of co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities actually give you a holistic development. They give you soft skills, they give you networking and stress relief. Okay, again, one by one. I would like you to share, you can see the slide, but can you put it in your own words? What do you understand by the term holistic growth, holistic development? आ रही है आवाज मेरी? ये एक ही है हेडफोन, दूसरा नहीं है तो ये क्या? जी हसन, प्लीज अनम्यूट. Participants, any idea about holistic development? Why it is holistic development, just not development?
जी मैम, गुलनाज आपका माइक अनम्यूट कर अलाउ कर दीजिएगा, प्लीज अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा इसको. मैम गुलनाज आपका माइक जो है अलाउ कर दिया गया है, प्लीज अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा.
Growth as a whole, I can see your messages. Growth as a whole, overall growth.
डॉक्टर डोबना, प्लीज आपका माइक अलाउ कर दिया गया है, अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा इसको. डॉक्टर लुबना, प्लीज अगर आप मुझे सुन पा रही हैं तो प्लीज अपना माइक अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा.
Comprehensive personality growth. Good. Okay. Right, I can understand that you people.
मैम फरखंदा, आपका माइक भी अलाउ कर दिया गया, प्लीज अपना माइक अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा.
You're right, participants. Holistic growth actually means a growth that includes all the aspects of personality, all the dimensions of the personality of any human being. A growth at the emotional level, social level, physical level, and of course.
डॉक्टर तबस्सुम, प्लीज आपका माइक अनम्यूट कर दिया गया, अपना माइक अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा. आप मैंने अलाउ कर दिया यहाँ से आपको.
Okay, Dr. Atif has written here that holistic development is an educational approach that focuses on the comprehensive growth of individuals, encompassing various dimensions such as intellectual, emotional, social, physical, and spiritual well-being. Right, this is formal definition. Put it in simple words, it is the growth that any human beings undertake, any human being go through at all levels of the personality. So again, as you people, some of you have mentioned, it is the comprehensive growth, a complete growth. When we undertake co-curricular activities in the institution, the purpose is that it is not just we are producing robots. It is not just that we are promoting rote learning or a test of memory.
अपना माइक म्यूट अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा, आपका दोबारा माइक म्यूट हो गया.
मैंने कर लिया तुम्हें ये
Hello?
चाहिए होगा दूसरा इसका हेडफोन के लिए तुम वो दूसरा लगा लो इसको क्या हो गया I got disconnected.
Is there an issue?
हो क्या? Is it working now? जी, is it working? जी, ठीक है. Okay. Okay. When we are talking about holistic development, we were saying that holistic development means development that gives a boost to all the aspects of personality. As I was saying, that we are not producing robots. We are producing and we are giving growth to actual real life human beings. Without a holistic development, people can only be zombies, okay, with lots and lots of knowledge, but no emotional or a social aspect of personality. So in order to make the students who are human beings develop the social and the intellectual and the emotional side of their personality, we need to make them participate in the co-curricular activities. Second point is the soft skills. We need to enhance the communication skill, the leadership skill, the teamwork, and the time management skill to the students. So when they get into the professional life, they have already acquired all these qualities through the co-curricular activities, about the curriculum that they have read, they have gone through in the institution. Again, it's the networking. Previous slide, please. Again, it's the networking, opportunities to connect with peers and professionals. In order to be a good citizen, you have to network with your society. And then the stress relief. Stress relief is again a very, very important point that we usually ignore at the institutional level, that the stress of the syllabus of so many subjects that we teach to our students at different level is quite obvious. A student sometimes get under stressed that of these subjects with no more than 6, 7, 8 books. So in order to make them get out of that stress, co-curricular activities provide them an opportunity at the institutional level that they can take a break out of the tough regular academic routine. Next is the types of co-curricular activities. You can see here there are so many co-curricular activities I have placed on the slides, and that are again taken from my own institution. Let's see the points first. The bullet point says that the co-curricular activities can be of different types. Sports and athletics, clubs and societies. For example, debate club, drama society. Then the volunteer work, community service, internship and work study program, and again the cultural activities, for example, art and calligraphy. You can see here different slides taken from my own institution. Here you can see different social programs, certain volunteer work by the students, and the community service program that we undertake in order to make them understand the curriculum that they have gone through. If we move on to the next slide, the things can be more easier. Here you can see we need to develop a balance. When we are developing the holistic side of the personality of the student, like the co-curricular activity should be in balance with the co-curricular activities and the curricular activities, so that the students can have a gradual development of their personality. You can see here different slides. If we see the slide right at the top, right top, here the slide is taken from a ceremony, and that ceremony was that there are two persons here. You can see in the middle is the district additional and session judge, Sahab Muhammad Ishaq Hashir Sahab, and there on the left side is our very worthy Special Secretary Higher Education. And both the gentlemen, they came to our institution, and the ceremony was a ceremony of donation. The Judge Sahab donated 5 complete sets of computers to the institution, along with a photocopier and an electric water cooler. So when we teach our students volunteering and charity work and sharing in the sociology subject might be, or the psychology subject, or any other subject, when we teach them what is the function and what is the purpose of community service, how they can actually deliver their services to the community at large, and what is the effect, these co-curricular activities make them understand all these ideas all the more better. You can see here that Judge Saab is looking at a headphone, and he's making the headphone specifications of the headphone clear to the Secretary Saab, Special Secretary Saab, and we are all watching the specifications. So this is their charity work. This is a donation service that was extended by Judge Saab to the society at large. So this is the practical demonstration of volunteer work. Down below at the right side, in the category of the volunteer work, where we can see that how different women volunteered their services for the independence, for the Pakistan movement. And we invited Begum's governor, Begum Parveen Sarwar, in the institution, and she discussed how she is volunteering different charity works, different social services in the society in order to be a beneficial. Middle, we can see the prizes, the perks that students can get when they do such services. And towards the left bottom, you can see a picture, and this picture was about the different social evils that we usually discuss in our syllabus. What is this? Which college you belong to? This is Government Graduate College, Marghzar, Lahore, right? Okay. This activity was about the corruption, that how we can combat social evils, and the students are taking a walk, and they actually conduct a seminar. They actually conduct a seminar and different talks. They conduct. Here is the holistic education, of course. So it enhances the students' engagement and their motivation, that they can also be a part of these activities, and how they can also deliver social service from their end. The real world skills, preparing the students for real world challenges by integrating practical experiences. And I just discussed with you that you can see here different officers, how in the real world they are doing the charity work. Moving on to the next slide is the key challenges in managing these activities. How much slides are there?
How many contribution of administrator and
How many slides are left? Key challenges in managing these activities. Well, it seems quite easy when we are taking it as a lecture, but when you are doing it actually on the ground level, there are certain challenges that we come across. In my previous lecture, some of the participants said there are so many challenges we come across when we are continuing, when we are actually proceeding towards the co-curricular activity. So it might not look, in the first instance, it might not look as simple as that. I understand your concerns. Some of the key challenges can be time management, balancing academic workload and co-curricular activities. Since we have a very short period of since we have actually a very short period of teaching, months, so you need to understand. We will discuss all these things in detail in the upcoming slides. Resource allocation, student participation, and administrative coordination. Okay, let's all see all these slides one by one. Strategies, no, we have to move on. They're not separate slides. Time management. In order to make the students conduct both the activities, curricular and co-curricular activities, we need to understand that our practical time of teaching starts from somewhere in the September till March. We are almost done in March because the students, they leave the institution for the preparation of their exams. So we are left with a very few months of teaching. And in these months, we have to go through all the syllabus, we have to take the examinations, and along with that, we have to do the co-curricular activities. So it is for the administrators, for the principals to create a timetable such like. Resource allocation, again, we sometimes feel financial crunches, and we need to take initiatives how to manage and create resources in order to allocate resources. Students' participation, we need to motivate students. We always have to take bold steps to make the students come out from the classroom and participate in the activities. And the administrative coordination between the academic and the non-academic departments. We need to take them on board and prepare them how these activities have to be conducted during the same time span. Okay, moving on to the next slide. We see that the strategies of effective management is, yes, integrated scheduling, resource management, and students support. Well, I can see your questions different coming here on the messages. We'll have the question answer session towards the end of this lecture, so that once we go through all these slides, you go through all the points I'm floating, and after that we'll discuss these points. Okay. Strategies for the effective management, integrated scheduling, resource management, and student support program, as we discussed earlier. Next is integrated scheduling. Integrated scheduling is that coordinated timetables. Create timetables that prevent overlap and allow students to participate in both the activities. Here you can see at the right top, there's a student standing on the position stand, and she has taken 5 gold medals in the sports. She is a student of my institution, and we are all proud of her. So this is how we integrate it. We make the students participate at all district, divisional level, at Punjab level, and the students, they manage to get hold of good positions of getting gold medals. So a coordinated timetable has to be prepared in order to make them take part in all these activities. A buffer period. Include buffer period between classes and activities. So there has to be classes or breaks that should be incorporated within the timetable during the week, so that the students, they might not be missing their classes, regular classes, and yet during the college hours, they can take part in the activities of their interest. Right. And the next is the resource management. Funding and sponsorship, shared facilities. Here you can see from the pictures that how it is mostly concerned with the administrators. How, as a principal, I managed to get hold of different funds and sponsorship. You can see here the inaugural ceremony of the computers that was donated to the institution, the photocopier, the electric water coolers, and so many different things that were donated to the institutions. And these funds and sponsorships were managed by my staff members, and we all we were all on our toes to get hold of these sponsorships and funds. And then the shared activities, you can see again here at the left side, you can see there's a picture with the C42. That picture is when we requested NADRA to send their van in the institution so that the students who cannot go to the NADRA office to get their ID cards, they can easily get their ID cards at the doorstep of the institution. So this was an activity, the shared activity we managed to conduct in our institution, and that was participants. Let me share my joy here. That was a very joyful moment for me, because students along with their family members, the female family members, they all came to the institution, and they were saying that we were looking for some opportunity that can make us get hold of our ID cards. So there were many members, the female members of the family, like their sisters, their cousins, their mothers. Sometimes they wanted to change their names or their different data. So there were so many people who came from the society, from the vicinity, and the Nadra van was such an initiative that people were overwhelmed by the joy. Next comes the student support system. What we need to do is that we have to make our student come forward. The program should be conducted in such a way that our students can get help, and students also extend their help to the faculty, to the administration by their participation. You can see here pictures, and the two bullet points are the advisory program and the workshop program. You can see from the pictures, like the advisory program, the workshop and trainings. The picture on the right says it all. It is again the picture of my two students, and of course, this is not any fun activity they are doing. They are actually looking for dengue. In this picture, the dengue squad, we have constituted a dengue squad in our institution. The dengue squad is conducting a co-curricular activity, and they are looking for different virus and different bacteria and parasites and different things, the dengue virus especially, in the playgrounds of the institution, and how they can combat this evil, and how we can take steps in order to make our institution dengue free. So this is the activity the students are undertaking. Again, there's another picture in the middle. You can see here a worthy lady, and she was here, and we are talking about harassment here. You can see the flex on the back side. The flex is not completely shown, but the title of the flex was women harassment, how women, they can actually fight the harassment that is being done on them at different levels. And on the left, it was a wonderful, wonderful ceremony, a wonderful event that we undertook in our institution. This was an event where we called upon the Vice President of Lahore Chamber of Commerce, and you can see the Javed Barki Sahab, the owner, the CEO of the Barki Institute, and different persons here, and the additional DPI. We conducted this seminar, and the purpose was to develop an entrepreneur sense in our students by the use of IT. How IT can help, information technology can help the students conduct or establish their entrepreneurship at their homes. So this was a great event, and it helped the students a lot, and it made them help. It made them actually practically, what should I say? It made them help practically. They can start on with their head-on start with their personal business, sitting even at their homes. Okay, next is the leveraging technology. How we can use digital platforms for scheduling, tracking participation, and providing resources, and offer online courses and resources to complement in-service activities. And believe me, these are all part of the co-curricular activities. So you see how anything can be extended to, how much anything can go forward to. It all depends on your creativity, on the level of your working that you want to go up to. Again, this is the panel discussion. On the right side, you can see the panel discussion. The title of the panel discussion was Towards a Knowledge Economy, National Innovation and Technology System of Pakistan. This was the seminar I was just talking about. It helped my students establish their entrepreneurship while sitting at their homes during their studies. So the most amazing thing about it was that while studying at the college, they can be an intermediate student, they can be a graduate student, and yet they can have an entrepreneur program sitting at their home in the evenings. And again, there's another picture on the left, and that picture was about don't kill with kindness. So this was again a picture about harassment and different social issues that we come across in our society. Next slide is collaborative planning. By collaborative planning, we understand that the stakeholders must take part in it. We involve students, faculty, administration in planning activities. The stakeholders are, of course, all these three, along with the different philanthropists, different social workers, different NGOs. We can have a collaborative planning with them. We need to make them all work together. We need to take them on board. You see the pictures here, there are different women who participate in it, people from different NGOs, and students are also a picture on the left. You can see that the difference they are to students. It looks like a little messy picture, but we have taken it deliberately because you can see here pictures doing girls doing different activities. They're doing different work. So it is a collaborative effort. It's a collaborative work that we do in order to make any co-curricular activity successful. The next is promoting participation. Again, incentives and recognition. In order to promote participation, what we need to do is we have to offer incentives and recognition program for active participants. On the part of the institution, what incentives we can give is we can give them certificates, we can give them medals, shields, we can give them letter of appreciation, and these incentives are, of course, such that they can help them in getting good job. These certificates from the institutions always help students when they go out for some job. They give them an extra leverage as compared to those students who have not got all these. And again, appreciation. You see the word is Special Secretary Saab. He's appreciating the students. He's appreciating the college that how you have conducted these activities and how these activities are so well structured. This appreciation means a lot. Again, the awareness program conduct campaigns to raise awareness about the benefits of participating in co-curricular activities. You need to make the student understand that these co-curricular activities are not just to kill time. These co-curricular activities are mandatory in order to have a holistic growth. Next is the role of educators and administrators. We need to understand that what is the role of the educator and what is the role of the administrator. Next, you will see that there are different slides who will help you make understand all these slides. Sport and mentorship and policy development. Okay, sports and mentorship. This is the role of educator. Academic advisors serve as academic advisors to help students choose courses that balance their academic workload, their co-curricular activities. So as educators, as you're teaching in the classrooms, when you're teaching in the classroom, you can help the students in how they can create a balance want to undertake. You can help them. You can give them good mentorship. You can support them in creating a balance and creating their initiative. Second is the mentorship. If you are an educator, you can be a mentor to your student. You can give them experiences from your own life, from your own student life, from your own career. that how different activities have actually helped you also. Engage in mentorship program to guide students in their personal and professional development. Next is the skill development workshop. Conduct workshop and seminars on time management, study skills, stress management to help students balance their commitments. Role model. Act as a role model by participating in and supporting co-curricular activities, demonstrating the importance of a balanced approach to education. Again, you can see here, this is the time during dengue when we conducted different activities. And the reason of choosing this picture is that we told our students that even during dengue, even in the tough times, even during the hard times, one can always come forward with the initiatives. One can always continue doing all the service to mankind. And we are wearing, we are both my student and myself, we are wearing masks and we are conducting different programs. And down below, you can see my vice principal sitting here, and she's taking classes, and she's actually taking the role of mentor and support to the students. Here you can see support and mentorship administrators. That was the program. The previous slide was about the educators, and this is the slide about how as an administrator. So these are some of the initiatives that I undertake during in my institution, and you can see here that the program that were conducted here, how as an administrator I am fully involved in the seminar, in the activity support, student support service, establish and maintain robust student support services, including counseling, academic advising, and career servicing. You can establish these cells in your institution. Work, you can establish these cells, academic advising cells, and how your students can take benefit of it. You can chair all these committees. And accessibility and inclusion ensure that all students must have access to both curricular and co-curricular activities, promoting an inclusive environment. The environment of your institution should be such like that any student who wants to take part in any co-curricular activity, all those activities we discussed earlier, they are all welcome, and never discourage them. Resource allocation, as an administrator, you need to work hard. This is the point I must say that actually challenges your capacities and your potentials. You need to create sources. Resources should be managed by the administrator and the staff members who are close to the administrator. So this is the real tough point. Allocate resources efficiently to support a wide range of activities, ensuring that both academic departments and the student organization have what they need. Of course, students are like your children. You need to help them in resources, and they can help by their participation. So this is the okay. So this is the real participation that the students can give as their resource. And then the policy implementation, develop an implementation that policies that encourage participation in co-curricular activities, and the policy should be flexible. These are some of the slides that show that how we have developed different things. These are the performers, how the check and balance we have put in our institution, and how the feedback we managed to get hold from the students. Again, policy development and implementation. This is how a strategic planning we conduct, the different activities, Independence Day, the cultural events that we take, and the regulatory compliance that we ensure, and the partnership development that we take in the institution. This is the last slide. Facilitating collaboration and communication. Again, educators can do that. They can do it interdepartmental level. You can contact to different department like social welfare department, like different other departments, the departments that are working on the drug abuse, different departments. Whatever you want to conduct in your institution, you can contact those departments, and interdepartmental programs and seminars can be conducted. And the students' engagement must be ensured about. And then facilitating the collaboration and the communication, the work of the administration. You can see pictures. I am conducting different events here, the plantation, the charity work, the awareness seminar. the interdepartmental coordination and the communication channel that we usually do about different activities. Promoting participation and recognition. Again, the participation by the students, their parents, the society where we live, we need a feedback from them. Encourage them to come to your institution, give you a feedback about the co-curricular activities that you are undertaking in your institution. You can see here, it's a picture of the meeting that we usually hold in our institution, meeting with the parents of the institution and different other strata of society. All other strata of society, they are welcome in the institution. They can come and we all talk about different activities that we undertake. We talk to them that how do they find these activities helping them in making good citizens. Promoting participation and recognition, incentive programs, and showcasing success. The different students who are here down the picture right at the bottom level, we have given them different shields and the sachets, and you can see the badges. They have pinned badges on their sachets. We have given them appreciations in different forms, how that is showcased with the students. And the picture on the top right is how the students, they are showcased as red. These are the Red Crescent. These are Girl Guides group. The Girl Guide group, they are given an what should I say, a sort of an incentive that they are given these badges, these sachets. They are wearing these red scarves. This is a yes, this is a picture that shows that they are the chosen ones. And here you can see Begum Governor. She's inaugurating that function, and she the first lady is always the chairperson of the Red Crescent Society. Ensuring sustainable and equitable practices, that whatever we are doing, always make sure it should be sustainable. Incorporating sustainability in the co-curricular activities, teaching students the importance of sustainable practices. It is not that whatever we are going through from the slides, whatever we are discussing, that should be done once for all. No, these activities should be frequently done. It should be done on the sustainable level. It should be done as a regular part of the academic career of the students. And again, equitable access, advocate for equitable access to all the activities, ensuring that no student is excluded due to financial or other barriers. So, ensuring sustainability and equitability. This was the last slide. We are done with the slides. Now, I would welcome the question answer session, because I believe this is the most important part of any talk. I would say it's not a lecture, it's a talk. And I suppose that all these points can only be clarified when your question answer are addressed. So I would like you to participate. Ji, Hassan, can you unmute the? Ji?
जी मिस फरखंदा, आपका माइक जो अलाउ कर दिया गया है, प्लीज अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा.
I must thank you, Dr. Saida Andali, for appreciating my lecture. Thanks, dear. You're welcome.
मैडम रहीला सुहेल, प्लीज आपका माइक अलाउ कर दिया गया है, अपना माइक अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा.
Thanks, Mohammed Anwar Saab.
Assalamualaikum.
Ji,
Am I audible? Very impressive, Dr. Sabah. Sharing जो है ना, बहुत उसने हमें मोटिवेट किया है, क्योंकि मैं खुद भी जीसी वुमेन यूनिवर्सिटी सियालकोट के साथ मैंने 10 years रही हूँ. भी मैं एक एचडी के इंस्टीट्यूशन में, तो मैंने काफ़ी आउटरीच के काम किए, फाइनेंशियल एड की हेड रही, स्कॉलरशिप्स के रेस्क्यू 112 की करवाई, ट्रेनिंग्स करवाई, चैम्बर से स्कॉलरशिप करवाई. आउटरीच के प्रोग्राम काफी किए। तो ये सारा जो है ना, मतलब ये कि वो जो एकेडमिक साइड के ऊपर लोग बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं ना, उनको लग रहा होता है कि शायद ये बच्चों को थोड़ा सा वो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये पर्सनालिटी बिल्डिंग के लिए यकीन करें कि ये चीजें बहुत जरूरी हैं। और वो बच्चे कुछ
Very
और
right.
ही बन अदारों से जब वो ये
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I endorse. I endorse.
तो ये वाकई जो है ना, ये आपने बड़ा अच्छा किया कि आपने वो पिक्टोरियल भी हमें सारा अपना जो आपकी जर्नी है वो आपने शेयर की। हाँ
Yes.
जी, ये ग्रेट मोटिवेशन। थैंक यू।
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Any other question? Any other idea or talk you want to share? Okay. Now let's have an informal talk. Let me share with you one thing, that whenever we are planning any co-curricular activity, one thing that we usually come across is that there's a little hesitation on the part of some of our faculty members. Like, I'm here in this institution for the last 10 years. No, for last 10 years, yes. There's a handful of people who are very helpful to me, who always welcome my idea whenever any novel idea I present in front of them, and they, with a smile, they bear up with my uh, boldness. They bear up with my out of the box ideas, and then I see them always, those lovely girls, the girls I'm saying, my teachers, they are all girls, those lovely girls, then they plan that activity, which in the first instance it looks quite different and out of the box, and then the very next day they come up with a plan, and when we discuss that plan, that makes all the things so easier for the staff and the students. Then we move on with the conduction of that activity. We have initiated many different ideas in our institution. To share some that we call a drug advisory committee in the college as a part of the co-curricular activity, and that drug advisory committee talked about how drugs that are circulated in the society, what are the reasons that students actually go towards drugs, and what are the modes that are usually undertaken these days through which drugs are communicated from one place to another. So there were so many informal things that we talked about on the topic of the drugs. Then we planned another activity that was related to the cyber crime, that how girls, they fall to cybercrime, they fall a victim to the cybercrime, how girls at some point they are entrapped from a phone call, and then they move on, they move forward, they fall a victim to a certain relationship, and then how they are blackmailed through the team help the students. The FIA team help the students, and the students, frankly, would you believe me, dear participants, the FIA team, when they asked the girls to share their issues, the girls frankly told that this is my experience and this is what happened to me. And then the team, there was female officers also. The female officers shared their numbers with the students, and they welcomed them that you can come to our office if you feel any problem, if you have already become a victim of someone, you come to my office and we will help, we will extend our help to them. So there are so many different out of the box ideas that we undertake in Marghzar College, that my team, and I must salute my teachers here, that how they shape up all the dream plan that I have in my mind. I'm in love with out of the box ideas. I usually prefer having those activities in my institutions, in my institution, that are usually not held anywhere else. So, so we are found pioneer and founders in so many activities that are usually not held in the other government institutions. And I must salute my teachers for shaping up all my dreams. And the students, they feel so happy when they come to when they see these innovations going on in the Marghzar College, and they are overwhelmed. Can I have that headphone? The participation from your side is a little less. I don't know, you are hesitating or whatever. Gigi, please come up. Are you having a record? This will be saved. Any other idea?
जी मैम, डॉक्टर सईदा प्लीज आपका मैक जो है ना अलाउ कर दिया गया, अनम्यूट कर लीजिएगा।
I can see a message here, and someone who's the person asking for? Dr. A. Mr. Dr. A, you have asked about the extracurricular activities. Gentlemen, let me make it clear that co-curricular activities are the activities that we undertake or conduct within our institution or in collaboration with other departments, mostly in the premises. Whereas the extracurricular activities are the activities that we undertake outside the institution. Okay, a field trip can be one of the examples. It can be a co-curricular activity, but it is mostly of extracurricular activity nature, because it usually is conducted outside the campus. Like if you make your students participate in any Red Cross program, that and that activity is held in the Red Crescent office, Red Cross office, so that would be an extracurricular activity. Dr. Shabana wants to be unmuted. What वो फैज का क्या है, बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे।
डॉक्टर साहब ने थैंक्स कहा आपको एक्स्ट्रा
जी वेलकम डॉक्टर साहब, वेलकम।
Okay, question है कि all the students, while all students are not given a chance to participate in games and support, so that some may not become bookworms. We have already talked about it.
I have already talked about, there's a message saying that why all students are not given a chance to participate in different co-curricular activities. My dear, some students have personality barrier. As a PhD scholar, I have gone through this research that why there are barriers in personality in developing as a good social human being. So these concerns are there depending on different aspects of their personal lives, and the students sometimes even wantingly feel prohibited. They are not able to come out of the cocoon in which they are locked. So this is the point where the educators can help them out by motivating them, by inspiring them, by having a talk with them, by making them talk about their issues and their hesitations and what is prohibiting them from participating in the co-curricular activities. As I told you earlier, that it is a collaborative effort, not only by the administrator, but by the educators also. I hope it's clear on that.
And let me share this. Okay, sir. मैं की सबमिशन मैकेनिज्म की बात कर रहे हैं तो नहीं possible.
Field trip permission mechanism is too difficult to conduct. Should be easy to. Yes, you're right. But I think that it's not that it's not impossible. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. Just write a letter to your concerned director, describing a self-explanatory letter that explain that why you want to hold this trip and what benefits students can get out of this trip, and you can get a permission from the director. Ji Hassan, any other question? Dr. Shabana wants to get unmuted. Is it possible we can talk to her?
जी मैम टाइम हो गया, प्लीज वाइंड अप कर लीजिएगा.
And I hope Ji wind up. Okay, okay. Wind up. Ji wind up hai. Okay, I hope it's clear. And now onwards, from onwards, you will be able to conduct all these activities in a balance and give me a feedback about the activities. Thank you. Thank you. ये सेव कर लिए सारे, ये सेव ही होंगे उसमें. चैट सेव नहीं होती तुम्हारे उसमें.